Abby here at Stitchin Heaven, and I'm here to bring you yet another fun quilt. We have taken our laser cut traditions idea and have come up with another block. So we previously, a couple of videos ago, shared with you our new flying geese. Everything is pre-laser cut with all the little corners notched off so that things are fast and easy to line up. So now we've done that, and we've come up with a system for doing a drunkard's path. So this quilt behind me is called Cirque de Flora, and it features Anna Maria's latest collection, Made My Day, for Free Spirit Fabrics. The florals in that collection are just absolutely stunning. Just big, bold, gorgeous jewel tone colors. And so felt like that they would lend themselves well to the larger areas that the Drunkard's Path block has in it. So I'm going to unbox this kit for you just to show you what it looks like on the inside. So inside the kit will be the pattern and the instructions to piece this together. And within the pattern, we have actually gone ahead, even though this kit is completely laser cut, we've gone ahead and included the templates for your Drunkard's Path shapes so that if you want to reuse the pattern with another collection of fabric later on down the road, that you can do that. So we've got templates you can copy and cut out. They're all to scale. And we also have included multiple layout options. So the way that I laid out this quilt back here, it's very random. We've got full circles in some areas and partial circles, and it's just really modern aesthetic. But I've also given you options here in the pattern to do, there's half circles, there's where you alternate the block every other, and so you end up with this linear kind of diagonal stripe effect. And then this one is where everything is facing the same direction, and it kind of gives, to me, it gives like the illusion of maybe like fans that are all fanned out and lined up in rows. So you can use your creativity when you make this kit. So the key feature, set that aside. The key feature to these pre-cut pieces is that we have gone ahead and pre-clipped, I don't know if you can see that, but pre-clipped all of the curves on both. We call this the crust and we call this the pie. So you can see there's little clips all along the way. And the cool thing is, this serves two purposes. The first is it's a curve, so it needs to be clipped so that it lays flat when you press it out. But then the other purpose is the clips on this piece and the clips on this piece will line up with each other as you sew. And so you do not need to pin this. I personally pieced this quilt. And when I started to sew it at home, I just used like a couple of pins, one on each end and one in the middle, thinking I needed that to ease everything in. And after the first block, I didn't pin another one after that. It didn't need it, and every single block came out perfect. You don't have to trim, trim to size when you're done. Everything lines up just as it should. So I'm just going to do a little demonstration here of how that works at the sewing machine. So when you lay this out, flip this over. So you want to have your pie piece on the bottom and like your square corner facing out away from the machine. And then your crust is going to lay on top of it, and it's going to look funny because your pie piece is curved this way and your crust piece is curved the opposite direction. But I will show you what happens when you start to pull these together. I'm just going to put a few stitches in just to get things secured. And now I'm just going to start easing. Let me see. So the action is kind of like this, where we're going to merge them together. So as I'm going, I'm finding the slits on the pie piece, and I'm making sure that my crust piece lines up. I'm going to take my time. This is not a speed test. The extra time that we take here to line up the slits saves us time in pinning and in trimming afterwards. So it's about every inch to inch and a half or so. I'm using a 1/4 inch seam, so I'm just using I have a 1/4 inch foot on my machine here. Couple more slits to go. Make sure that one's lined up. And then when you get past your last slit, you want to try to line up the final corners. I need to ease some fabric out there so I don't get a bunch. And that's it, and I'm going to step over here to the ironing board. I've got my Drunkard's Path block pieced and sewn together. I want to show you how I press this. So normally when you press, you would lay this face up, but I feel like that's difficult with this curved seam underneath. So the personal technique that I used when I was piecing this, and some might like this and some might not, but this is what I did. I found that there's no quilt police that will come out and get you. Is I flip this upside down, and I'm going to press the seam away from the pie piece so that the pie piece lays flat. Just like that. Now everything lays nice and flat. Those clips help that seam lay flat. If you want to flip it over and give it another good press from the top, you can do that. And there you have it, a perfect Drunkard's Path. I love these laser cut tradition kits. I just love the idea that everything is already pre-cut, ready to sew, and all the little tricks that we're able to build in to the pieces so that it's easy and quick to piece. I would like to hear from you. If you would make a note down in the comments if there are any blocks that you feel like are difficult or tricky to cut or to piece that you would like to see pre-laser cut like this in our laser cut tradition kits. Leave us a comment. We would love to hear that from you. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so that you can keep up with all that we have happening here at Stitchin Heaven. Thanks. We'll see you next time.